Today on this 2003 Chevy Silverado 1500 series, we will be installing the CURT Hitch, part number 13322. Okay, the first thing we want to do in preparation to installing our trailer hitch is to go ahead and remove the spare tire to get it out of our way. With the spare tire removed, we can go ahead and take a look at the driver's side frame rail. We've got an existing bolt at the end of the frame that we're going to remove and replace with new hardware, and that'll provide our rearmost attaching point. And just forward of the cross member, we've got an existing hole that will provide our forwardmost attaching point on the bottom of the frame. On the bumper itself, we've actually got two existing weld nuts that we're going to also use. Just left and right of the hitch ball hole, we've got these existing weld nuts. So first I'm going to go ahead and remove the bolts from the end of the frame rail on both sides of the vehicle. And again, these bolts are going to be replaced by the new 14mm bolts that are provided in the hardware kit. Next, we're going to put the block and 1/2-inch carriage bolt, set them from the top of the frame, dropping the bolt down through the existing hole in the frame that we had pointed out earlier. Okay, and with that hardware in place, I'm going to go ahead and put the hitch up in position, fastening it to those carriage bolts using the flanged hex nut that's provided with the installation kit. Then next, I'm going to go to the weld nuts in the bumper and go ahead and put the new 14mm bolts into those weld nuts. Depending on the age of your vehicle, you may find that you've got some rust or corrosion built up in these weld nuts. And if that's the case, you want to go ahead and clean those out thoroughly before you attempt to install your hardware. Okay, and then we'll go to the weld nuts on the frame and go ahead and install the hardware there. With all fasteners in place, we can go ahead and tighten these bolts up, and then we'll come back through and torque them down to their specified torque rating. We want to make sure we torque each of the bolts to their specified torque rating as listed in the instructions. Okay, and with all the bolts torqued down, we just want to make sure we put our spare tire back up into place, and our installation will be complete. This will conclude the installation of CURT Hitch part number 13322 on a 2003 Chevy Silverado 1500 series.